everyone, Karen here. Today we're going to start a series of cards that is going to be an SVG set. We're going to start with first birthday, and then we're going to continue on from there. Some of it will be print and cut, because there is an inside, and this you can print instead of having to glue down each individual letter. But we're going to start with number 1, and then we're going to continue on from there. And let me get this camera turned around, and we will get started. Alright, so let me bring in all the pieces. This is everything that's been cut. And let me bring in the first one I did. Now when we do this one, we're going to add some extra balloons in here, because I thought this was a little plain when I started this one. So it's going to say happy birthday across the top. There's a mat for the one. We're going to put the birthday cake together. We're going to put some balloons. Some of it is on foam. And then the inside reads, "It's hard to believe that a year has passed since we first met you. Our precious little one. May your first birthday be filled with laughter and love." And there is a mat inside here for this. So let me start with the parts that you're going to have to print. So this is the inside here, the inside wording, and this is the happy birthday. So each machine kind of handles cut and print a little bit different. So follow the directions for your machine. Now the SVG is all together and it will look like this. So you'll have to ungroup it and then separate it out in colors. Now it is laid out for 3 colors, and I thought that would look good. And that's what we're going to do today. So, and I did just have the flame for the candle colored in here. You can color that in if you want, or just leave it the orange. It's up to you. So let's go through the pieces. So we have a card base. So you'll need an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper for this. And then we have the number 1 and the layer that's going to go on it like this. There is the happy birthday. We have, this is all sticking together a little bit. We have static. This is the matte layer for the inside. Here are all of our balloons. So we have 6 balloons. The candle is in 2 pieces. One has little holes in it. That one's got a little carry on there. There it goes. That will get put together like this. We have all of our balloons. We have the flame, which has 2 pieces to it. And then there will be a white candle, which will allow you to glue all your pieces on here. And will give it a little bit more stability. And then there are 2 frosting pieces. There's my flame. That will just fit on the top here like this. And then this is the mat for the front. Alright, so let's get started with this. So let's do the inside first, because that's pretty self-explanatory. So let me grab my glue. So here we go. Let's just glue this together real quick. This will go on here, just in the center like that. And then this will go inside the card base. And you don't need to use real heavy paper for any of this, because there are several layers. And by the time we're all done here, it's going to be nice and firm. This will just go in the middle here, like this. Alright, inside is now done. We'll get that off later. Alright. Now, I did not put a score line for here, and that is because every machine kind of handles those things a little different, and it's pretty obvious that you just kind of fold it in half, and so I didn't. And if you're wondering, this paper is Kingston craft paper. I like it a lot. One thing is that it's bigger on one side and smaller on the other, and so it gives you kind of some options. Now this piece here, it's going to go across the front. And you'll see it will hang off a little bit here, and that's the design of it. Because when you put the pieces together here, you do lose a little bit. It's kind of like when you do partial die cutting. Same kind of principle. Alright, so your print will go down. Now the next thing we want to do is let's put our number 1 together. So this is going to have foam. So let me grab some foam. And I'm going to use the 1/16 foam for this. Let me grab my scissors. Move that out of the way. Scoot that up. Put this on the back side. I'm going to stick this little piece here, the little tail. Now we'll pull the paper off. Now we will line this up. Okay. Now if you wanted to, you could use mirror card. That would, give it a little bit more shine. You really can do whatever you want. So the one here is going to get glued down flat. So let's put some glue on the back. And this will just follow in here where the little cutout is. Here, let me move the finished one in. Let's see, we'll move this to the middle here. Alright. So on this one, I had yellow on the outside, and you can go in the SVG and change your line to get this different color. So this time it's a gray. So this time under here, I'm going to put 1/16 foam again, but because part of it is on top of the 1, part of it we're going to have 1/8 and part we're going to have 1/16. So on the birthday part here, I'm going to put 1/8, and over here I'm going to put 1/16. So it gives it a little bit of height off of the 1. So the happy is going to get the 1/16 foam, and that is sticky. Oh, these are not my good scissors. There we go. And this side, which is the birthday, I'm going to put 1/8 foam on, which is twice as thick. That's why I like the 1/16 and 1/8, because they're double. And that way I don't have to worry about the math. Let's cut this off. Alright, so now happy birthday will go up here. Now you could get fancy with this and heat emboss it. I did make one a while back where I heat embossed the whole happy birthday. And that was kind of fun. Alright, so happy birthday is now on the top. So now we have our birthday cake. So let's glue our pieces together. So this will go on here. Make sure I have the right side. Yeah, they're the same. Those are the same. Put some glue on here. And we will put the frosting on our cake. Alright, so there's that. Now, when I pulled this off, I ripped it a little bit, so let's just pull that off. And the back is going to get glued on, so I don't really worry about that. And I will put this on. Alright, so we have our two pieces here. Now I'm going to go ahead and put foam behind the big piece of cake, and I think I'm going to use 1/8. Alright, so let me put foam on the bottom here, and put some across the top. And pull this closer to me so we can get this all laid out. Alright, so now for the top piece here, we're only going to want to put foam across the top, not on the bottom, because that's going to get glued directly to the bottom piece. Make sure we're putting the tape in the right spot here. Alright, so this will be on here. And just follow along the edge here so you'll know exactly where to put everything. Now you could put this down without any foam if you want to make it flat for mailing. It's completely up to you. It's your card. Alright, so we need to put some glue on here for the bottom. And we'll pull this off. Now this I want to center here. Alright, well, that's down. Now let's talk about our candle here. So we have the white candle, we have our flame, which has 2 pieces to it, and we have our 2 pieces to our candle. So let me grab my fine tip bottle. Let's put all this together. We're only going to need a little dab of glue here. And this will go on here. And really you can put it anywhere you want in there. Doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. It's just to give the flame a little interest. So it's not all one color. Now another thing you could do is you could absolutely cut all this out in white and ink blend the whole thing. That's another option if you don't have a lot of colored paper. You absolutely could. Alright, so let's put this on. This has all the little holes in it, so you really only need a little bit of glue on here. Then this will line up end to end. That. So now let's put some glue on the back. And we will glue our candle together. Alright, so now we have our candle. And the candle is just going to go on here. So we're going to need some thick foam for the top of it. So I'm just going to cut a little strip here. So this is the 1/8 thick foam. I just need a little piece because this is going to go like this. So I do want to put a little bit here. So I just want a tiny little piece of foam for that. And then the bottom part will get glued to the top of the cake. Pull that off, put some glue here. And let me pull this down. And we'll put this here in the middle. Now if you find that your foam is sticking out, you can just push it in. Foam is kind of forgiving that way. You can just kind of take your scissors and push it, and it will stay. Here we go. Alright, so there's that part. So now all we have left is our balloons. So I want to start with, let's decide here. So we have one balloon here, but this is yellow here, so I don't think I want to put yellow there. So I'm going to put blue, and put the pale red, and so that will put that one here. So I think what I want to do is glue the blue one down flat. That will go down flat, and then I will put the red on 1/8 foam. Pull that off. Trim this down a little bit. It's a little big. So this is the, let me change my mind here. This is going to be the 1/16 foam. The one for up top here, because we'll put that up a little bit. And then the yellow one, I will put the 1/8 foam on, because that is thicker. And, you know, like I said, you can put these all flat. You can put them all at the same height. I'm going to give that one a little bit of a bend as I put it on. And put that on like that. So now all that's left is 3 balloons over here. Now these you can put wherever you want, because there's not really a set place for them. So you can put them flat if you want, to make them look like they're in the background. So I know at least the yellow one is going to be flat. So let's put a little glue on that one, because that one's going to be flat in the back. And now, let's see, I will put, let's put 1/16 foam on the blue one, which I think, let's see, because I want this one over here. Maybe I'll move this up a little bit. Yeah, I'll put this one over here. And then this one, I will put some of the thicker foam on again. Be 1/8. This is the same thickness you would use for a shaker card. And I'm just going to bend that a little bit. And pull the tape off. And put this over here. And there we have it. All done. So now we have happy birthday with the one candle. And on the inside, we have our message. And there it is. So there is first birthday, number 1. Next up will be number 2, and we will continue on from there. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up, because that's how YouTube counts everything. And if you want to get a notification when I do all the other videos for starting 2 and all the way up, subscribe and you can get a notification when those are posted. And until next time, stay crafty.